to another episode of Diary of this Ambitious Guy with Ifeoluwa. I think this should be our 18th episode, I guess. yes, I think it's our 18th episode. Yes, I could not drop a podcast last week. Last week was quite a lot for me. There was a lot of things that I just needed to do, and I was not just in the right headspace. I just needed to just take a break from a lot of things, and part of it was the podcast. And I'm back. I'm back fully. I'm back fully now. Yeah, it's been a while. Hope you're doing fine. Has been live so far. For those that are in Nigeria, how has it been? And it's just not been easy, but I hope you're coping well. I hope you're adapting fine. Okay. So good news, guys. Finally, YumRush has finally started a new product. I think I just said finally like 5 times now. But we just started a new product now. So we have YumRush Chin-Chins. Yeah, I know this sounds very, very Chin-Chin, right? Exactly, yeah. But it's the new product I've been talking about for a while now. And this is not a product I've been thinking that, I want YumRush to start. We started with donuts and all that, and we are picking up Chin-Chin again. So our idea behind this is to sell these Chin-Chins in large bags. Yeah, in large bags, like in kgs and all that. So for people who are willing to resell, the idea is to make is to allow our customers, right, to just focus on the packaging and the resale of Chin-Chins. Like, we don't want them to focus on the making of it itself. We take care of that trouble. We take care of the large quantities of the stress that goes into making the Chin-Chin, right? We'll take care of that. Why they'll just take care of the reselling and the packages. So we make Chin-Chins in bags, so they buy it from us and they resell and package to their own customers. So literally that's it. So yeah, and we'll be starting production fully next week. We're having our first set of batches out to sell to people by next week. So yeah, and by next week also on our socials. By this week, not next week, by this week on our socials, you'll see an advert on it basically, so you can get more information on it. I'm so happy. I'm thrilled about it. So let's see where this goes, guys. Business sometimes can be very sweet, and of course I know I'm not expecting that because we've done this everything now goes smoothly. No, I'm expecting the challenge is going to bring us, so I'm open to it. So let's see. Of course, we're going to be working through the challenges together. Challenges I'm going to be facing with this, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys what I'm doing. Yeah. yes, and really, for those that are in Nigeria also, how has been the weather? Like, I'm just grateful for the rain so far. I don't know if you have had rain in your area, but I've had rain like this week, like last week. From last week to this week, I've had rain like 2, 3, 4 times right now already, and the weather is now cold. Weather is cold. Like, this is 10:33 p.m. on a Wednesday evening. And the weather is cold, guys. Weather is cold. Like, I've never experienced cold weather in a while. That's always been so hot, sweaty, and but yeah, thank God for the weather. For those that have not experienced rain, don't worry, it's coming. You'll probably get it. Probably get the rain very soon. So guys, this is also we're entering into the last month of the first quarter, which is coming up, I guess, in the next 2 weeks. So I just want us to just take a time for ourselves, look at the things that you plan to achieve this first quarter, or the things that you plan to achieve this year. How far in have you gone? For me, for this quarter, there are 2 things I want to achieve. I've achieved the first one, which is to start a new product, which is YumRush Chin-Chin. The other one, I'm still working on it, almost done, so I'm giving myself the rest of the month to be able to sort it out. Most likely by the end of the month, I should be able to sort that one out. That's more like that one's more of a personal goal. So I think I'm off to a good start. I just want you listening. Like, look at yourself, look at the things that you plan to do this quarter. Have you been able to do them? How far gone are you? What are the things that you need to change? What are the things that you need to put in place to make sure um, you're still on track. Make sure you're still on track. Yeah, so yeah, I think this is just a time for us to just look through it. And if you're facing any challenge, please don't be too shy to ask for help, guys. Don't be too shy to ask for help. If you feel like maybe these goals are now become very, very unrealistic, change your goals. Change it. There's no police that's gonna arrest you. Nobody is going to see you as being weak for changing your goals. You just felt like, okay, maybe it's no longer unrealistic. Maybe it's no longer realistic, rather. Probably it's no longer realistic. There's nothing wrong. Just have a change of mind. That's okay. Maybe I just have to bring it a bit lower. Probably said at the end of the first quarter, you need to have saved like 1 million naira. And this is the end of, if you are coming to the end of the second month in the first quarter and you haven't even saved up to 500,000 yet. So I think maybe at this point you just have to just kind of maybe reduce the goal, reduce the the scope of the goal in that sense. So there's no shame in it. It's a personal goal for yourself. So nobody knows, right? So don't feel, I don't want you to feel embarrassed or feel ashamed that you need to cut down on your goals. No, there's nothing bad in it. Please, if you feel you need to cut down on your goals, do them. So at the end of the first quarter, I want to be sure that everybody's able to achieve their goal for the year. 2024 has started and it's going. We're coming to the end of the second month. Yeah. So a friend of mine reached out and listened to one of the episodes about that talked about my stocks and all. So the person was asking that how was I able to get my stocks, I was able to buy them. So I've never, like, I'm new to it, right? I'm also as probably new as she is. So I just had to talk to her about that. Okay, I'm not really a financial advisor, right? I just searched online and I saw I just don't know. I just went on Google, right? I just like, okay, which I was interested in. First of all, look at what sector are you interested in? Are you interested in health? Are you interested in fintech? Are you interested in crypto? I don't know, I'm interested in EVs, right? I've been saying to myself, well, now most likely my first car is going to be an EV. Really, yeah, maybe. I've been eyeing a particular car, but let's just see. Well, once we get there, right? So I'm interested in the EV sector. So that was like why I picked, and I was like, okay, and I asked Google, as at the time when I bought the stocks, that which stocks are trending stocks, and it gave me some list of stocks, and I felt like, okay, do I have firstly, and I felt, okay, how much am I willing to invest in stocks? Because I just want to just test things out, right? And like around 80,000 naira. Then I was not really using it. So I was like, okay, let's just put this thing in the stocks. So, and I went to Google which stocks are that, and I said, okay, I think I saw Intel, Blink, and I saw Lucid. So Lucid is an EV company that they make cars, EV cars basically, but they make luxury EV cars, right? Blink is a charging company that helps to charge your vehicles. Then Intel, of course, we know Intel. They make the computer chips in your laptops, basically. So yeah, so I just picked those three and I bought stocks in them, bought shares in them. So to do that, you need to have like a broker to do that for you. So because you don't physically have a broker, what you can use is to, I'm not sure if I'm using the right terminologies here, but I guess I'm using the right terminologies. So if you don't have a broker, what you can do is to make use of a broker app that can help you to buy those stocks, right? So I made use of the app that I made use of was Bamboo. So I made use of Bamboo, and so I registered on Bamboo, signed up, and it told me to deposit money, from my bank account into the app. So I did that. So Bamboo was able to also convert the naira I sent, because I was like, I said I had like 80,000, converted that 80,000 into dollars. Then I used that dollars to buy stocks, because the companies that I bought stocks in, they are all US companies. None of them is a Nigerian company. So I had to buy them in their currency. So yeah, I used Bamboo to do that, and Bamboo is quite very very simple. I'm not endorsing. Yeah, it worked for me, so maybe I can endorse them, but they are not paying me to say this. But they're just a mobile app I used basically. So yeah, if you are so interested in it, you can use Bamboo. Also, maybe okay, what I can do is on the description of this podcast, I'll drop a link for you if you need to. Probably you need to want to download the Bamboo app. Basically, I can just drop a link for you, so you can just pick from there and download it. And I think that's good. And of course, my stocks are doing fine. Yeah, in terms of dollar, they are growing pretty fine. Not so big, right? But by the time I'm converting them to naira rate, looking at what naira is at the moment, it's really growing at a very very crazy rate. Growing almost like 30% at the moment. But dollar to dollar comparison is like around 1% to 2%, and that's within how many months now? December, January, February, within 3 months, really. So dollar to dollar comparison is growing like with 1 to 2%. But dollar to naira comparison, that's grown like 30% also. So yeah. So yeah, that's what I use. I just said I should just answer that question on this podcast. So yeah, thank you guys. So I'm really looking for somebody else I can use as another guest I can bring on the show. I really don't know who I can bring at the moment. I have somebody in mind, but I'll reach out to the person and see if the person is available. If the person is available, I'll love to have the person on the show and we can discuss a bit more on something a bit different. Yeah, thank you guys for being on the show with me. Thank you for coming to the very end of this podcast. Please, if you haven't subscribed, I would so much appreciate it. Please do, and rate this podcast. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Bye.